They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Look at this Baltimore defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
This is 2nd and 8.
Come on. Hit. Cowboy, 10 through 11.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Texans come down.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
They're on 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
60. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Hot 70, hot 70, 18, tight end. Street.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, check that. Let's go. Hey, go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
When you look at this defense,
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve, because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Alert! Let's go now. Ready, right?
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football in overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Dragon 60. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They give him a gain of 37.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Bass. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Cardinal, 70 Rangers, Buffalo 18.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Ravens at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bass. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready, set.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
72, 19 Lions. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Bass. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Cowboy 80.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer, because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him, because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5.
Bravo 80. 18, 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
7 Pirates, 60 Bison, 60 Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. 70 Rangers, 7 Mustang 19. They smash.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal. Would have been some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
3rd and 19.
Come on. Hey, crack all 80. Ready, right?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They've got his man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 10.
Trap 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come on. Set. Viking 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
And this is going to be intercepted. So this defense coming up with the takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Check. No street. Hey, Crash. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
19, 18.
Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. 15-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Let's go.
And with a 10-0 lead, you figure they won't try to do anything foolish here.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
At the 35-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. The Ravens at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Another run to Mitchell. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
Check. Pass the 60.
They'll set up to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
At the Texans' 46-yard line.
2nd and 12.
Hey, smash!
They'll try the left side. It's Bass. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Texans nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after after the touchdown. Luke back out to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ready?
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk
The slot
70.
man in motion right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's to the 15. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll set up a throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Bass. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Ready? Hawk 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors 70, go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Set up. 18, Viking, 18. 79 Bronco.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go street. Go get him, go get him. Hurt. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. Get up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, some strong running. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the
best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready?
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Panther 6, ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Ready?
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Bass.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. He'll look to throw. And Isaiah's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Man, that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. As he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 33 in the 1st.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard them over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll drop to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Back to throw now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 14.
60 by 6. Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Texans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Ooh, the juke. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Bravo 80. 18, Pioneer. 19, Lion.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
60 Eagles, 79 Broncos.
Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
19 Tiger. Check smash. 19 tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Viking 18. Panther 11. 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. Go.
They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And some room to work. And all the way down to the 35. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hawk 70, Mustang 19. Hey, Trash.
Looking to throw. He's got a man. Downfield is Horton. He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Cougar 19.
They'll throw now on the final play. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 24 all.
So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only give up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Riggs! Kennedy Lions! Go!
Now back to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's taken it around the 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. And when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hey, Crash. Buffalo 18.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warrior 70. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
2nd and 6. Man, he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Pioneer. 19 tight, 19 tight. go. Hey, smash. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
10 at the 42-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 69. 69. Check go.
Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Bass. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Texans.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Luke now for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
It's the score. Ravens 31, Texans 24. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line. Across the 25.
At their own 26.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Ready! County Lions! Ready?
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Viking, Ace, let go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Okay, ready?
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
70 Timberwolf. Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Torrey Horton
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Cam Little to kick off.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away.
Boy, a potential game changer there here in the 4th quarter to kick that out of bounds, and now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneer. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
I just wanna rock. Body yada yada. Shorty got that body yada yada. No time, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
He'll look to throw.
Will try and do this himself. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Cougar 19. 77. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Ready? Not Cougar 19. Mustang 19. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready? 70 Lions. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19 Lions. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Texans 31.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Derek Hall, his 2nd sack of the night. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Riggs.
On 1st down, Bass. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Go! 60, Viking, 18.
They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Rig alert, rig alert. 79 Bronco. Dragon 60. 6.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Texans 31.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's 1st and 10.
Mustang 19, Charger 19. Ready.
Looking to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Little. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
From the gun on 3rd down. Little. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down, 10 yards to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Texans 31.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Looking to throw. Little.
And the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up the third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw. Little.
Will try and do this himself.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On second down, they'll run it here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down, Texans.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Now he's got a man. Downfield is Horton.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.